What's tonight, folks? If this team get beat, we in the final four.
You ain't he's a poor man LeBron, bro, when it comes to trades. It's like you guys look at KD, what you go
down 3 games is a quick sweep.
Not cap if you want to. Cap if you want to.
You know what's in me.
When I said that they let James Harden do the same thing, and let Kevin Durant do the same thing, and they're essentially letting James Harden do the same thing again.
I said Kevin Durant should have took a 50-50 blame, and Westbrook should have took a 50-50 blame too.
MJ fade away with the eyes closed.
I think that's how we open it right there in silence. That's how I like it. What's up, guys? Welcome back. New slot. We told you about it Monday, Thursday night show. About to get it popping.
For right now, just for right now, we're going to call this B2B OT, which is basket to basket overtime.
Was hoping bitch ass Miller was here, but bitch ass Miller here. But anyway, we're gonna dive into this early season of crazy fucking games, man. How you guys feeling early on about this season, DJ?
Man, I don't know what to feel about this season because if on the outside looking at the season right now, it seems like this season is going to be a high scoring season for a lot of individuals. We've had 3 or 4 50-point games already. It's crazy. I think we've had, I'm about to look it up right now, just to give y'all a gist of something. We have had, give me about 5 seconds.
45 seconds.
3, 4. Shut up. You asshole.
45 seconds. 45.
We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 50-point games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 40-point games. Count. And you got 12 40-point games. And we're, according to each team, we're basically probably about 12 or 13 games of the season. It's crazy. Crazy. Moo, how you feel about the season so far, Moo?
We talked about this a little bit on Monday, and like I told Troy, bro, we got, you know what I mean? We got people hooping like they need a meal again. You know what I mean? And like we got niggas hooping like they're hungry again, bro. And I think it has something a little bit to do with the whole gambling stuff. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't throw games anymore, so you know niggas gotta go out there and actually hoop.
You ain't shit for that.
This is what I really can do.
You feel me? Niggas can't shave points and do all the load management shit like that because Prize Picks and DraftKings and stuff like that. So niggas gotta go out there and actually hoop and play. You know what I mean? So
you stop your bullshit.
Outside of the high scoring that we've seen, the 2 things that have surprised me were the Bulls and the Sixers being undefeated at the time that they were undefeated. Specifically the Sixers, you got Tyrese Maxey going crazy, right? But didn't expect to really see a Joel Embiid this early. We're seeing a little bit of glimpses of him. Obviously, he doesn't look the same, but we'll see how the season goes. And then the Bulls being undefeated was actually very surprising to me. I think they're going with the OKC route, kind of sticking with their young guns, and going to develop talent from within, and probably add some pieces that can help them there later on down the line. But yeah, those are 2 biggest surprises to me right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this season is gonna be gearing up to be a really interesting one.
I mean, interesting is the word. So let's just go back to Sunday, because this is when the madness to me really started. We got Cam Thompson with a 41 piece, Jaylen Brown with a 41 piece, Giannis with a 40 piece, Brunson with a 37, Melo with a 38. You got Pascal Scotty Barnes with a 33. Kawhi dropped a 30 bomb, and Austin Reeves dropped a 51. Moolage, what are your thoughts on Sunday night of all this high scoring that was going around?
Like I said, bro, they hooping like they need a meal again, bro. You can't go out there and act like you know what I mean? You can't Michael Porter Jr. it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta actually play now. That's the thing about it, bro. You can't go out there and act like you can, you know what I mean? You can act like you can, oh, well, I'm hurt, and oh, I'm just going to throw this wild pass here. Oh, maybe I'm just going to throw this crazy shot. Nah. Y'all got to go out there and actually hoop like y'all know how to hoop, and y'all can't go out there and be bullshitting and my ankle hurt, and I got a little fingernail thing right here. You see this little fingernail shit right here I got? Yeah, so I can't play tonight. You feel me? So if you took the under on me playing, or if you took the over on me playing, just know I'm not gonna play tonight. So you can probably take the under on that. You feel me? Like y'all gotta hoop. That's what I'm seeing right now, bro. After all that shit happened, and then we had to start the NBA season, I'm like, okay, let me see how you niggas gonna come out and hoop. And everybody is starting to hoop like they need a motherfucking meal, and they ain't trying to get caught up. They're like, yeah, nah. You see me over here? I'm playing basketball. I'm not shaving points. I'm not sitting out because the mob is behind me and shit like that, bro. So yeah, nah, that's what I see from all the high scoring. It's like, yeah, you niggas can't sit up there and act like y'all don't know how to play basketball no more. Y'all actually got to play basketball because you niggas owe motherfuckers money. Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
I'm about to
y'all
cook
going
that shit.
to jail. That's what's gonna happen. You niggas going to prison.
Damn, Moo. What's up, DJ?
Nah, I'm about to cook Moo shit tonight, and I don't care what Moo got to say. I'm about to cook his shit tonight. And let me tell you why. Here's the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is we are in the era. Moo might not agree, which is fine. Moo's my boy, and hey, it's okay to have differences if you're boys, right? No, hey, take your mic off of mute. I want to hear you laugh at this. I want to hear you laughing shit because let's talk about it.
Come get this work.
Yeah, for real. Let's talk about it. All that shit you just said is all fine and dandy, but here's the actual reason why niggas is scoring. This is the easiest era to ever score in. It is. You don't call travel. These niggas can take 4 and 5 steps to go to the basket. Niggas can't defend them because the refs aren't calling travels. They're not calling carries. They're not calling fouls like that. This is the most advantageous offense that we have ever seen.
And flops. Can't forget the flops.
Right. In the NBA. We got to stop this. James Harden has been carrying and traveling for the past 5 years, and y'all keep acting like it's not happening. Oh, no, he get the 0 step. There's no such thing as a 0 step. Absolutely not. Then with the Giannis thing, oh, well, the ball didn't touch his other's hand. Nigga, a carry is literally taking 3 steps with the ball still in your hand. You can't take more than 2 steps with the ball still in your hand. That is a carry. He took 3 steps with the ball in his hand, cradled the ball, then took 3 steps again, and then made the layup. And y'all were like, oh, no, it's legal because the gather step. There's no such thing as a gather step either. I am sick and tired of this generation manipulating the rules, bro. If Kobe had 5 steps to go to the basket, Kobe would have been retired as the greatest scorer of all time. Tracy McGrady would have retired as a top 10 scorer of all time. Like, we got to stop this shit. And, hey, look, I feel for the older players. George Gervin, Magic, Kareem. I feel for all of them because when they were playing, it was like, yo, when the ball is not on the floor, you get 2 steps, my guy. And if you take another step outside those 2 steps, it's a travel. We need to get back to enforcing the rules of the NBA with 2 steps. It doesn't matter when you take them 2 steps. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you something. So when you bring up the fouls and the travels, right, do you think them not calling it is contribute to what Tim Donaghy may have said, where they had meetings and they were told what to call, what not to call, what to look for, what not to look for? Do you think that might have a role to play in why the Revs are not calling these calls? Like the top dogs of the NFL is coming down and telling them don't call them?
Yes, I do. Because referees are legitimately giving them a 3rd step. In the NBA, Adam Silver's NBA, and you know what, Moo? I know you love the NBA right now. I know you do. but I'm gonna be straight serious from my perspective right now. Adam Silver's NBA is garbage. If everybody could take the third step in the 90s, or the third and the fourth step, or the fifth step, because it wasn't in both hands, so you get the gather step, and then you still get to take 2 steps. Come on, bro.
Let's not forget, LeBron had one a couple of years ago. Steph has done it. It has been done up in previous years.
It has, yeah, absolutely. And this is just,
KD stepping out of bounds when he was on the Warriors.
And like I said, this is just me on the opposite side, right? Like, there shouldn't be, there literally shouldn't be, he didn't have both hands on the ball. He had the ball in one hand. He wasn't going to shoot the ball, so it should be no, dog. There should be none of that. It's literally, you ain't dribbling, you can't take 3 steps. It's a carry. You don't dribble, you can't take more than 2 steps before you shoot. It's a travel. The rules are so laid out, but everybody keeps saying, look, because he don't have both hands on the ball, it doesn't count as a step. Yes, the fuck it does count as a step. What do you mean it doesn't count as a... Giannis took 7 steps to the basket, and y'all are telling me the first 4 steps doesn't count because both hands wasn't on the basket and he was in between dribbles. In between dribbles...
What's up, Moo?
Right. So in between... Moo, before you go, I got to get this one point out, right? In between dribbles, when you dribble the ball and it's in between dribbles, that is a carry if you take more than 2 steps. That's legitimately the origin of what a carry is. And it annoys the fuck out of me. Because of that, could you imagine if Dr. J was able to carry and do what the fuck they do now? Could you imagine what Michael Jordan would be if he was able to take 4 and 5 steps just because he took a 0 step? Bruh.
I would say this.
Go ahead.
I would say this. Although I do agree with you, here's my rebuttal to that. I would say it's not necessarily Adam Silver's, I guess, NBA more so than it is a lot of these coaches and a lot of these younger players and a lot of these other players.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Taking the time to understand the rule books, right? And the actual rules that go into specific moves in basketball, excuse me. And the reason why I say this is because it dawned on me with football, right? And there was the Chiefs and Lions game where Jared Goff had scored the touchdown on the screen pass, right? Or so we thought, right? There was an advertent rule to where only a few players knew, or only a few people knew, only a few coaches knew that everybody else in the fucking world didn't know, right? So when people pull out this rule, they're like, nigga, how the fuck you know that shit? Like, what the hell? So when I see a lot of the arguments that a lot of people have, right? Oh, the ball was still spinning, or it wasn't in his hand, or it wasn't in his left hand, or that's a gather step, that's a 0 step, and he's still all of this other extra stuff. That to me is a lot of people just manipulating the rules of basketball in their favor, right? They like to take and read the actual rules for what it is.
I got you though.
Oh, well, I can do this because that's within the rules. And
I got you though.
A lot of times back in the day, a lot of older players didn't necessarily pay attention to the actual rules of the game outside of the basic fundamentals, so they didn't really know what they can get away with and what they couldn't get away with. Compared to now, you have a lot of players and a lot of coaches being a lot more strategic to where they are looking at a lot of different rules in the rule books and manipulating those rules in their favor to where it helps their team.
That's okay, Moo. That's fine. Troy, give me about 2 minutes, right?
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. I got a question for Moo real quick.
Okay.
So when on your point where I think you said you were saying that It's the new age players that don't.
I hate you because I think you go. I think you're going to go where I'm going with this, and I hate you for it.
I wrote it down. So the question I have for you, Moo, is: so do we dumb down the game because they don't want to learn, or they just don't want to do it? Like, so are we supposed to dumb down the game for them and not call these calls because they don't want to learn?
No, I don't think you are.
Go ahead.
No, I don't think you are.
Okay, so let's talk about it then, Moo. All right. The definition of a travel in the NBA, right? Because you said manipulating the rules.
Mm-hmm.
A travel in the NBA is a violation that occurs when a player takes too many steps without dribbling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
In the NBA, a player is allowed to take what is called a gather step before they are allowed 2 steps. This means that a player could take up to 3 steps in total when they stop dribbling or are catching the ball before a pass to shoot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
the play in question literally shows Giannis taking 5 steps before he lays the ball in.
It's 7, now it's 5.
So
7 earlier, now it's 5.
So Moo.
Supposed to go up, not down.
Moo. I'm sorry. Hey, look. Moo. I'm sorry. I'm on your ass tonight for this. But dog, this nigga dribbled the ball, stutter step with 3 hits, the ball, and then took 3 more steps before he laid it up. That is 6 steps. Now, everybody's saying by definition it's not a travel. But Troy, help me out here if I'm tripping. A travel is in the NBA is a violation that occurs when a player takes too many steps without dribbling the ball. The NBA player is allowed to take a gather step, which is a 0 step, before dribbling the ball. This means a player can take 3 steps in total when they stop dribbling or catching the ball before they shoot and pass. Giannis took 6 steps. So you sit here and defend Giannis and tell me it's legal, but here's my argument. I counted 6 steps. Troy counted 6 steps. You counted 6 steps.
7, 5, 6. I don't think that's how you count. I don't think that's
so tell me, how the fuck is this legal?
Look, okay, so look.
No.
It says 7, 5, 6.
So here's
I need to know how 7 steps are legal because I sat there and counted them hoes out. Troy sat there and counted them hoes out. And by the way you're laughing, you sat there. This nigga took 2 steps, hesitated, took the 3rd step, passed it in his hand, took another step, and then took 2 more steps.
Yo, Moo, he counted 7 steps. He looked at the video again.
Oh, shit. Okay.
One more time to make sure.
My dog. Hey, Moo, before you go, there is absolutely no way you can defend this.
Oh,
There's
Jesus.
not. There's not. But
Jesus.
look, though, hold on, wait. There's really not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Look, so check this out. Look, check this out. The only logical explanation I can give you for the reason why that was a no call and Giannis got away with that is because of the name, right? It's because of the name. Now,
I can fuck with that.
Here's the reason why I say that, right? There are plenty of examples where young players come into the league and they may have occurred a hard foul. They may have gotten fouled really, really hard, whatever the case may be. And they'll look at the ref, and the ref will look at him like, "You're not there yet, young boy. I'm not giving you that call." You know what I mean?
Nah,
so
that's not the same thing, Moo. That's not the same thing, Moo.
It's
this
not
nigga trying to make apple juice with peaches. I don't know what you're doing.
All I'm saying is because of the name that Giannis is, he may be accustomed to no calls or superstar treatment.
Hold on, DJ.
I'm sorry, Moo.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
These niggas is in the meeting. The NBA, Adam Silver is sending his people down in the meeting. And he's like, look, Giannis, LeBron, Luka, anybody that's a star or superstar, you don't call a carry, a walk, spin around, the spin a Rooney. I don't care if they people lay drop. You don't call a call against them unless it's necessary. Do you understand me? And they like, yes, sir. And they go out there and they call them games just like they did with Giannis and let him take, he front moonwalk to the basket. Then he did the Prince to the basket. You feel me? They allowed him to do that because the NBA want what? What they want. What they want. Entertainment. That's what they want. So it makes sense for them to be like, yo, don't call these certain calls against these players because if we're calling calls, these niggas look, yeah, because if you don't think that fucking Portland is sending tape to the front office like he walked, he traveled, he walked, he traveled, like they don't care. They don't care. Hey, he walked, oh well. That's it, oh well. Like, let him do it. And then they're gonna meet, don't call it. Don't call it. What do you mean so? What do you mean
that's
so?
That's what they hit him with. That nigga walk. And they can hit you with the so?
No, they don't let them. They don't let him walk. They don't let him walk. They let him walk. It's like Giannis went for a stroll out on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Like, I don't know.
This nigga took 7 steps. Stop playing with me. Dog, he dripped. Move.
We back to 7.
Move. This nigga hesitated. He hesitated alone. That's 2 steps right there. He hesitated. Put the ball in his hand. He hesitated and put the ball in his hand. Number 1, that's a carry. And the literal definition of a carry is taking more than 2 steps with the ball in your hand. He carried. That's the definition of a carry.
That's an offensive travel.
Then he put the ball in his next hand, and he never dribbled. He patted that bitch over. He patted it over, saying, "Oh, I didn't gather the ball yet." Then proceeded to take 3 steps to the rim and lay that motherfucker up. This nigga took 6 dribbles without dribbling the ball. He took 6 steps without dribbling the ball.
He was out there playing hot potato with that shit, man.
There is no way Dog, there's no way you can convince me or Troy this man did not travel. Part of traveling.
For me, I don't care that he traveled. I care why it's not being called. And for me, I think that it's not being called because the NBA is telling their refs not to call him. Because if this is happening, and we know teams that can play. Teams complain about every fucking thing that the other
7 steps, dog,
away with. So if you don't think this is in their report, Giannis took 15 steps according to DJ. I think you need to review this. But I didn't think you need to review it. Like they said in that shit. So it's like, bro, if they wanted to enforce it, they would. Like if we go back again to Tim Donaghy, he said it. Like, yo, I did something to my boys. So we all knew when we had the meeting that we was going. They know they can call it whatever way they want for whatever player they want to. You feel me? Like that's why you see such disparities in free throws, right? That's what everybody was complaining about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's free throws last year. It was because of what? It's because he had so much more than everybody else. And it's like, this for this guy.
Hey, it ain't only last year, it's this year too.
But I know
he's got a ridiculous amount now.
He's already starting to flop and bullshit already.
Yeah, so you feel me? So it's gotta be, for me, it's the revs, and that's what I'm paying attention to. I hear the bullshit move, but I'm not hearing the bullshit move.
I'm sorry, Moo. Hey, look, Moo, I fuck with you. But for you to come on here and defend Giannis saying it was legal is fucking wild, bro. Because you know better.
They're manipulating the rules, bro. You feel me? They don't count that.
But that's the problem. They're not manipulating the rules. They're not manipulating the rules. That shit is laid out plain and simple. This nigga took 6 steps before he laid the ball up. Like,
well, technically, according to subsection Article 8 of the rule, because
hey, slow down. You sound like a robot, man.
Yeah. Hey,
slow down.
Hold on. You're getting cut out as you speak.
Nigga said It was a 2-step
Hold on,
process.
wait, 'cause I just
Shut
lost-
your
I just
stupid
lost
ass
my
up.
light.
All right, go ahead, Moo. Say what you were saying.
2-step.
I just lost my light. But according to subsection A, article B of the rule, right? It says, and I quote, because he took and not true
Break it up again.
basketball step, it don't count as
It don't count.
like an basketball move. So like he could do that, and
Moo.
because the ball is floating in between his
Moo.
hands for like 5 seconds in between the steps,
Moo.
that it don't count as a travel. So
Moo.
You said what
Okay.
subsection was
Extra
this?
3 steps
You said what subsection was this?
Moo.
after
Yeah.
Subsection bullshit.
after the
So,
gather after the
I
gather
get
shuffle
that.
step, he could take 3 more steps after
I
that.
get
because
that.
His
Moo. Come on, dog. I understand that. But come on. Look. My issue is not the gather step and the 1, 2, 3. My issue here is he dribbled high and took 3 fucking steps before he did the gather step. My issue is not. I think me and Troy's issue is not that he took 3 steps after he gathered and it's all good. Our issue is this nigga dribbled. And if Troy was to dribble right now in the park in New York, and before he puts the ball back on the floor, he take 3 steps, it's a travel or a carry. That's the truth. That is basketball. He takes a dribble.
I better
My
give him the
guy.
ball. I'm getting fucked up.
He takes a dribble and he takes 4 steps before he ever puts his hands on the ball. That is a carry. I don't give a damn about your hang dribble or none of that. You can only take 2 dribbles when the ball is in the air. That is a fact. That is basketball. He takes 3 or 4 dribbles while the ball is in the air. And that's me and Troy's argument is like, yo, he travels even before y'all say it's a travel because he hesitated. No, he already traveled before y'all say it's a travel. He traveled already. That's the problem that me and Troy have. He's already traveling when he dribbles the ball, takes 2 or 3 steps in between, and catches the ball and dribbles again before he starts to make his move.
What I'm
It's a
saying
travel.
is, when Russ did it, they called it on Russ. A couple years back. When Russ did it, they called it on Russ. Call this
Like-
shit, bro.
That's a travel no matter
But
what.
but
This
like
nigga
I
is
said,
taking the dribble.
if they start calling it, does it add to the entertainment of the NBA?
Hell yes,
Yes.
it does. Because I'm tired of niggas saying that we're manipulating the rules.
You tired of niggas manipulating?
Tired of niggas saying they're manipulating the rules. You're not manipulating the rules. What is going on is the referees are blatantly ignoring shit
Well, all of these
that
new,
should be called.
so, well, all of these new moves that's popping up on YouTube with all these basketball players. I forget the guy that I'm thinking about who be doing the weird little steps and he be like, that's not a walk, and they be trying this dumb shit. Like, don't you think NBA players getting inspired off of that? Like, oh, I could do that shit.
He's exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, like they like, yo, I can do this shit. Like before, back in the day, right? And that's why I know what DJ's at. Like back in the day, this was basketball. Like I don't care that you can do all of that. If this is the way we play basketball, and now basketball is like this. You feel me? There's so many holes and ways you could go into it and play the game that it opens the game up to guys to get special privilege from revs because of the entertainment value the NBA wants. I don't think it makes it entertaining because 1, it's going to slow down the game. 2, you take in that situation, the Giannis dunk it. I believe he dunked it. You take away a jam for the crowd.
Advantageous.
But you take away the crowd getting hype. That's oh damn, dunk that like that's what they want. They want the oohs and the ahs. Like that's what they give them the seats for.
I believe it was a shot, at least.
Oh, it was a shot, whatever it was. Like, but if he goes and dunks that, or if Giannis, like that gives them more. Like he's entertaining by scoring. So I think for the NBA, it's more of an entertainment value for them not to call it and let these guys kind of get away loosely with the rules because we're getting more spectacular plays out of it.
Trash. And not only is it trash, it's watering down the game.
He said, "Thwash, it's thwash."
I'm sorry, it's watering down the game
trash,
because defense doesn't matter no more. It absolutely has no. And I know everybody gonna be like, "Well, people still play defense and this." No, but you don't have your lockdown defenders. You don't have people that are known just to shut down offensive people, and that's the shit that makes me mad. It's so advantageous to offense now. It doesn't matter. And bruh, Moo, I fuck with you. You know, you my boy. But come on, dog. Listen to these names of people that I am going to name that have had big games so far. Right? Listen to these niggas' names. Now I have no problem with SGA, right? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I have no. You got Austin Reeves, Lauri Markkanen, Aaron Gordon. I have no problem. Luka Doncic, Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray, Steph Curry, Austin Reeves, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Steve Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Victor Wembanyama, Tyrese Maxey, Alperen Sengun, Tyrese Maxey again, Lonzo Ball, Giannis and Giannis. There's no fucking way in hell that anybody named Austin Reeves, Lauri Markkanen, and Aaron Gordon should have 51, 51, and 50. There's no way. This is the easiest fucking era to score in.
So right now, Austin Reeves is third in the league in scoring with 34.2 points.
Like you, bro, there's no way.
Lauri's on par for that, but Austin and
convince
Aaron Gordon,
me.
They may have been on cocaine.
Okay,
okay. I'm okay with Aaron Gordon, right? Aaron Gordon can get buckets, but 50 though.
50.
Come on, bro. Austin Reeves with 50 though. Come on, dog.
50 and then a 41 the next night though. He came out and dropped 41 the next night too.
I'm not arguing he can't score 40 or 50. I'm saying there's a bunch of players who would never. Bruh, this is the easiest era to score in. This is easily the easiest era to score in. Come on, bruh. Austin Reeves will not score 50. Austin Reeves will not score 50 in the 2000s. Let's be for real here.
Some 30 balls on Wednesday.
Rule changes.
Bam with a 30 ball on Thursday. Oh, that's today. Sorry. Damn. Ryan Rollins too with a 32 today, but I kind of understand it, but I just don't like it. Like you gotta kind of regulate. The rules are the rules, and we people like to call us old heads, and I don't really care. But we were brought up on the rules, and you don't break the rules, and what the rules are is what
right. You're absolutely right.
The rule is, you can't walk or travel, nigga. Then don't walk or travel. And if that's the rule, and if there's somebody there to regulate the rules, then that person needs to. Excuse me.
Right, but here's the problem.
That person needs to call the rule accordingly, evenly splat down the field. Like basketball,
right.
And hold on, this is why, like, the gambling thing isn't so surprising to me. It's because it's so many ways you can get in. It's like guys aren't playing the game authentically anymore. Like we talked about on this show many of times, a lot of guys are in this for the money. A lot of the top guys are in this for the money. A lot of top guys are doing this just to make the money so they can take other avenues and do what they really want to do after it's over for them. You feel me? But this is why the scandals keep happening, and a Tim Donaghy can happen then. And the guy that, Mel mentioned on Monday can happen. And then now we got another one. It's because guys are so wanting to take the easy road out and not play the game authentically. The game is to win a championship. That's what every team should be striving for. But when your players don't strive for that, then how could your owners achieve that? Like, so to me, it's much bigger of how much accountability we hold to each faction of the sport. Like, how we love to sit here and put it on the players, right? DJ, the players got to play better. Giannis should know better than to take, 35 steps according to DJ. He shouldn't be able to take that, man. He should know better. He should know which 1, 2, 3. Like, we didn't really see guys taking 4 or 5, let alone 6, 7 steps back in the day, because guys were a lot more fundamental and paid attention to what the rules are and what the rules were. You don't think players back in the day that was talented wanted to come and do little tricky moves, but it's like, all right, is that inside or outside the rules that are in front of me? So you play the game the way the game is in front of you. These guys already are able, with so much freedom, to dribble the ball the way they want through the little dribble shows. And you look at 2K now. I didn't grow up on a 2K that had a fucking dribble package. There was no dribble package on the 2Ks I grew up on. Like, you got dribbling packages and like dunk packages. The dribble package, like, who was dribbling like that, nigga? And dribble packages wasn't this fucking, back in the day, nigga, you either have AI because he had that outside the box, or you would get somebody that was technical inside the box. Like, now it's just everybody outside the box. So it's like all of these factors come into play, and it's like it opens the door for people to get in and affect the game in ways that we're seeing now, because guys aren't trying as hard to achieve the thing that they're paid to achieve, and that's to win a championship. We want to low manage. We want to take 7 steps. We want to twist this rule and look for ways to get around this rule and do the cha-cha slide around this way and, electric slide that way. But that's just the game today, DJ. Is it anything we could do about it?
Yeah, there's one thing we can do about it. Start enforcing.
Yes, his mic muted him again. I love it. That shit happened before we went live.
Fuck you. Okay, let's start with that. But yeah, there's something we can do about it. The one thing we can do about it is just playing by the rules, the original rules.
But how do you enforce it? Like, if you start calling
right,
it,
so,
superstars are gonna be like, oh, they're calling this against me, but they don't call it against this guy.
I'm going to enforce. I'm going to tell you how you enforce it. Enforce it by the normal rules of basketball. That's the problem. They're not enforcing by the normal rules of basketball. They're saying, oh, when the ball is not in your hand, it's a 0 step, and then you get 2 steps. No, you don't. You absolutely don't. You get 2 steps. You literally get 2 steps. Stop giving the extra dribbles. Stop doing all that. The whole point of basketball, and a lot of people from the 80s and 90s would agree with this, they didn't get the extra step. They didn't get most of that. It was like, hey, you dribble the ball and you're running, you pick it up. You only get 2 steps and you can pivot. But for some reason now,
right back to the 2 steps.
Right. So for some reason now, y'all are telling me you get a 0 step and then the 2 steps. You don't get that. You literally get 2 steps and that's it.
That good old gather step.
I am tired of y'all.
But DJ, who's to define the gather step? How can you tell me how I do the gather step?
You can do the gather step because one reason only, and you know the fucking reason. You know what?
But how can you tell me? How can you tell me how I can do it? I can do it in any way I can. Who's to define
because it's a 3rd step. You're gathering the ball. You're gathering the ball.
But if I gather it, passing it from one hand to the other to extend my gather step.
Troy, right, shut up. Troy, shut up. Troy, shut up. Because I know you're doing this shit on purpose.
According to the rules.
and that's the
I play
fucking
both
problem right
sides.
there.
I play both sides.
You shut your ass up. You know better. Okay, shut up. Okay. All right. So
I'm just asking questions. Over
you're
here.
you're not just asking questions.
I'm just asking
Just
questions.
curious.
But
You know,
anyway,
I've been watching a lot of interviews and interrogations lately. Asking some-
anyway, zero step is not a real thing. That's the whole point of the conversation. Zero step is not a real thing.
but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is.
Yeah, because you're stepping that much. But zero step is your first step. It's one.
Oh, no.
It's the one step.
It's the Uno step.
It's a one step. Yeah.
The 1, 2
There's no
step.
such thing as a gather step or a zero step. It's one step.
All right, so let's look at some of the season leaders so far through these first 7 games. We have Tyrese points per game. We have Tyrese Maxey with 37.5, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 36.3, Austin Reeves 34.2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 34.2, and Larry Marketing at 34. How you feeling about that lineup right there?
It all makes sense. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Even down to Laurie. Laurie had a down year last year, mainly due to the team surrounding him. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think he was mentally checked out, but I think he's kind of bought in now. They did recoup with some solid veterans, some solid free agent players, and then of course they drafted a young Ace Bailey who is actually playing very well right now. So I think he's having like a resurgence of energy, because if you know Laurie, just coming from his Bulls days and even early in his Jazz days, he's never been shy of a scorer. So none of those averages really kind of surprised me, I guess. And even the Austin Reeves one, right? The reason why that one doesn't surprise me is because LeBron's out of the lineup, obviously, right? So they're missing a true ball handler, and then you have Luka in and out of the lineup. So he is looked at whenever Luka wasn't playing, or whenever Luka doesn't play, or whenever LeBron's not on the floor. He is looked at as their point guard. So him handling the ball a lot more doesn't surprise me, and then him obviously his scoring numbers go up. Obviously, doesn't surprise me just knowing that the output that he's been putting out, coming through his past few years. He's been looked at as a true number 3 or number 2 on that team, or probably number 3 now. But yeah, no, I see. He's balling, right? Rightfully so. Just I want to say, due to the amount of touches that he's getting, obviously the team is asking him to do a lot. But Shai and Giannis, healthy Giannis is obviously going to do. It's going to put up numbers, and Shai is going to put up numbers that he's putting up as well. But yeah, no. I think everybody's right on par.
I know where DJ's going with this. DJ, I'll start you off here. 37, 36, 34, 34, 34. Name a era where we seen this kind of scoring to open the season.
I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like it. It's trash, bro. I mean, it's trash. It's trash because it's so easy to score in this era, bro. Like I'm watching, and I know Moo does, but I'm watching and I'm sitting here like, bro, this might be the easiest era ever. Where's the easiest to score 3+ points? And it might not be productive because Moo's out here like, God damn, it might not be productive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching everybody's shit and stuff. Moo, I'm sorry. I am 100% sorry. It's not productive. It sucks. And I just don't think your plays are good.
So 7 people is 30 or more, DJ. So just so you got your number right, it's 7. Not 6, not 5, it's 7. All right.
Okay.
And to finish it out, it's Jalen Brunson with 31.8 and Victor Wembanyama with 30.2. I don't know. I get it. It's the entertainment is there when guys score. So having 7 people that's over 30+ points to start the season, and it's probably going to carry on longer, because right under him is Devin Booker with 29.2, Zach LaVine with 29.2, going off on the Kings over there. Donovan Mitchell with 28. KD's averaging 27.5 right now. Murray's actually averaging 27. Kyrie's averaging. So we might see a lot more players get in that 30 mark or 30 plus mark range with how the offense moves, right? But it is entertaining, right? The NBA is making its money off of this, right? It's fueling the machine that they are running. No, DJ?
Well, yeah, and I think that's the main factor, because when you look at the NBA's numbers,
But
that's what everybody was mainly complaining
Personally, I
about.
wouldn't take.
Go ahead, Moo.
A lot of people was complaining. Well, a lot of people was complaining about the NBA, the entertainment factor, right? And then obviously they're coming out with new ways to draw people in with the All-Star break and All-Star game and all this fun stuff like that. But the main reason as to why a lot of people were talking about the NBA and why they're losing viewership and et cetera, was the entertainment factor. And I think this is, although, DJ Michael B feels like this is an easy era to score in basketball, which I don't necessarily disagree, just due to the rule changes and how a lot of people like to look at the different rules now and stuff like that and manipulate the rules in their favor. Obviously, it's going to be a lot less opportunistic for the defense and a lot more opportunistic for the offense. But I think a lot of teams, a lot of entities tend to lean towards the entertainment factor, and this is what we're getting now. A lot of high scoring games, or not even a lot of high scoring games, just a lot of players that score a lot of points.
DJ?
So I'm gonna reiterate off of Moo. I think this is the weakest era to scoring. It is what it is.
I'm with you.
I think it's the weakest era to scoring.
Him up.
When a nigga had a 55-point scoring game in the 2000s, you would think like, God damn, this man went off. He hit 28, 29 field goals, right? I know I'm not tripping. So, Moo, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this era of NBA is watered down, bro. I just feel like it. And I think it got watered down after Derrick Rose. I think Derrick Rose could hang with anybody in this era that you would consider a superstar. I do. I think anybody can, and I'm not saying Steph can, I'm not saying James Harden can.
What was the four names, Mullich?
The beginning four names?
No, the four names that Mel asked us. It was Rose, AI,
Rose, Westbrook, Kyrie, and
AI.
Yep, AI.
All right. Sorry, DJ. I got because I wanted to.
No, you good. You good. That. No, you good. So, like, I feel like there's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of things in between, but I'm just telling you, Moo. I feel like you got to be ready for this because I just feel like right now we have been the most accurate and the most dominant when we come to basketball. I do, because I don't think Steph Curry is that dominant of a basketball player. I don't think Klay Thompson is that most dominant of a basketball. I can't equate Steph Curry to Allen Iverson. I think Allen Iverson and Steph Curry might be equal, but Allen Iverson has the edge, right? When you start given the comparisons. Like Troy, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I just don't feel like what Moo was saying. I don't think like this era before what he's saying is downgraded. I don't. I think the era before what he's saying is even better. And I know what you're saying with Giannis, but my guy, he took 6 steps.
Oh, we're back on the steps. And now it's 6 again. Hold on, I got you. I've been keeping track.
He took 6 steps. So, like, I don't think anything you
He's
can
a
say
lottery
right
number,
now can't convince me that Giannis is an all-time great. But go ahead, Troy.
So we at 7, 5, 6, 7, 6. I just want you to know where we at right now. All right.
Yeah.
So rebounds, we got Victor, Wemby at 18, which is crazy. We got Jimmy at 11. Wait, this today. Sorry, hold on. Fucking 18. Sorry. We got Jokic at 14.5, Giannis at 14, Sabonis at 13.8, Victor at 13.8, and Karl Anthony Towns at 13.8. Those are kind of the names you would expect to hear up there. With rebounds.
Yeah.
Assists, we got Joker at 11.3, Ball at 10.2, Austin Reeves at 10. I think his name is Keontae George, 9.3, Tyrese Maxey, 8.3. Blocks, we got Wemby leading with 4.8. It's almost 5 blocks so far a game right now. Adam Bona with 2.3, Walker Kessler with 2.3, Miles Turner 2.2, and Jaden McDaniels with 2. When it comes to steals, we got Trey Jones with 3, Zion Williams with 3, Carson Wallace with 2.6, Matisse Thybulle with 2.5, Ryan Rollins 2.4. Field goal percentage, Ryan, I don't know how to say his last name. Sorry, he on Charlotte. He's at 90%. I hope this is a criteria to how they score it. Walker Kessler's at 75, Giannis is at 69.5, Jamie Jacquez Jr. is at 68.9, and Cedric Coward is at 65.1. 3-point makes. Steph Curry leads it. Are we surprised there? Really think so. Steph with 26, Sam Hauser with 20, Royce O'Neal with 19, LaMelo Ball with 18, and Tyrese Maxey with 18. 3-point percentage, we got Walker Kessler with 75%. I don't know how to say this dude first name. He on Charlotte too, whose last name James. 72.7%. Cedric Coward, 64.67%. Colin Sexton, excuse me. Colin Sexton, 64.3%. Trey Jones with 62.5%. Any surprises there? I got Wemby. That almost 5 blocks is crazy.
That is actually crazy. But one or two things that I will say that surprised me, or not really surprised me, but I'm just kind of happy to hear, is Lonzo Ball. You know what I mean? Lonzo Ball being up there in the accolades and the statistics, man. That makes me happy, man, because I know that man grinded to get back to where he was. And then well, I think Trey Jones. Let's see, Trey Jones.
With the steals at 3?
Yeah. Actually, no. Zion.
And then the 3-point percentage at 62?
With 3 steals.
Yeah, Zion had 3 steals.
Yeah, that's actually, man, he's coming through with the, new body type, new body archetype and whatnot, you know what I mean? Looking like an actual hooper. Like he, put the etouffees and the gumbos down. So I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? It seems like has a strong output on defense right now. So we'll see how he's looking on both sides of the ball.
DJ? All right, DJ went to the dark. He went to the upside down world. Yeah, I'm gonna say Wemby with that 5 blocks. Giannis shooting almost 70% ain't shocking to me because it's mostly all dunks. No, he been shooting a lot. I don't know. Austin Reeves being up here is a little weird to me. 10 assists, 34.2 points.
The boy balling.
The blocks is crazy because he got 4.8, and then the next one under him is 2.3.
That's actually crazy.
Like
actually crazy. 4.8 is like literally insane.
Like he leading these niggas 2.5. Like he said, listen, 2.5 for real. Like, I mean, Tyrese Maxey leading the league. I don't think that's gonna last. I think he definitely gonna come down if he continues to average 30. Because at some point we're gonna get Joel Embiid and Paul George. PG-13. We'll get them back. So I definitely think if they still play through him, we might see him stay in the high 30s or maybe come down to around that 28, 29%. But it just depends on what the game plan is for Embiid and how you working him and PG back into the lineup. I think Shea might stay around there. Giannis might finish leading it if he continues playing like this. I like his start. Shoot over to some standings. I know Mulish talked about the Bulls and 76ers being undefeated. Right under them is the Bucks in the East with 4-1, the Heat 3-1, Cavaliers 3-2, Detroit 3-2, Knicks are 2-2, Hawks, Charlotte, Boston 2-3 to finish out the top 10. So how are we feeling about that, Mulish?
Like I said, the two surprises were really the Bulls and the Sixers. I know it's still early, so I know the schedule is going to kind of, even itself out, and we're going to start to see where the true contenders are, who the true contenders are going into, the All-Star break and going into the end of the season. But yeah, no, as of right now, everybody's kind of where I expect them to be. I expected a lot of the contender teams to kind of take it slow a little bit, to not necessarily kind of push the gas because they don't want to burn out, i.e. the Knicks, which is kind of why they're sitting there at a quiet 2-2, but they're still playing really good basketball. Missing their star guy, Jason Tatum. I do think that they'll be really competitive. Not saying that they're championship caliber team. I do think that's a really competitive team just based off the type of team that they have. And like I said, if Jaylen Brown keeps hooping like that man is starving, this is a different team that we're talking about. But yeah, nothing really surprised me about the East right now. Like I said, a lot of people are kind of just sitting where they're supposed to be at. I'm really waiting until about 10 to 15, maybe 25 games in. That's when I'm really start to really see kind of where everybody's at and where everybody's going to be going in the future.
Moo is definitely over here lagging. He's calling you out in the chat, Moo. Yeah, my bad. I had to go refill my drink. So at the bottom of that, I mean, yeah, I'm not really surprised at any. I would like to see Boston a little higher, but like I said on Monday, I think it was Monday's show, I don't expect them to really be that far up without their main guy Tatum because everything runs through him. I do expect them to be competitive. But we will see. I mean, nothing lasts forever. They even told you not even diamonds. So on the bottom half, Moo, we got Magic, Raptors, Wizards, Pacers, and Nets. Any surprises of any teams that's down there?
The Pacers, no, because they're missing their star in Tyrese Halliburton. So I'm not really surprised there. And they lose Miles, so that's definitely a big blow. One I will say, though, is the Magic. I did think that they were going to be a lot better and they were going to be at a lot higher in the standings, especially early.
They're sitting at 2-4. Toronto's 1-4, 1-4. Washington 0-4. Pacers and the Nets are 0-5. Yeah. No really surprises down there for me. The Magic is one game out of the top 10, so I mean, it ain't that far from the bottom, and even the top isn't that far disparity in what the records are right now. Tongue tied there, sorry. The East will shape up. I don't think the Bulls will stay there. If the 76ers stay this good, they'll be there. The Bucks will be there. The question is the Heat. Can they stay that good too? I think Cleveland will be around there. Pistons might actually be decent this year to finish somewhere in 5, 6, 7. Hawks, I don't really have any faith in the Hawks to really do anything. but who knows? It's still early. Let's shoot over to the West. We got OKC at 6-0. The defending chance is coming out hot. They try. I think the mission is and the message is to prove that last year was for real. Like they here to play. And I'm all for it. We got San Antonio at 4-0 as I'm seeing it here. This is as I'm seeing it here. So if they play tonight and it's not right, excuse me. Nuggets at 3-1. Golden State 4-2. Portland 3-2. Lakers at 3-2. And Grizzlies at 3-2, Jazz at 2-2, Clippers at 2-2, Houston Rockets at 2-2 to finish out the top 10. Mulich, how you feeling about that?
I expected the Rockets to be higher. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to say OKC surprised me, but not really. The thing that surprised me about OKC is them having 2 double overtime games and pulling out those games. Shows resilience of not only the championships or the champions, but just how strong-willed that young team is. Like I said, the Rockets kind of disappointed right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought they would be a lot higher. But I guess when you're missing another one of your big shooters in Fred VanVleet, that definitely does hurt. I thought the Grizzlies would be a lot more competitive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that because they would have a healthy Ja. Jaren Jackson Jr. coming back healthy. I know they lost Desmond Bane, but I still think that team is a really solid team, and I thought they would be a lot more healthier and competitive. I think the West will shape out how it's supposed to be. I think OKC stays up top. I think Minnesota starts to creep their way back up top. Probably maybe in the middle, surfing around the middle. I think Golden State probably finish up around maybe a 5 or 6 seed. I think the Clippers probably finished up around there as well, 6 or 7 maybe. But I think everything kind of shapes up to where it is. I don't really see any surprises necessarily. But, like we said, it's still early, so I guess we'll see. But, I guess, my biggest thing, I guess, is the Rockets not being more competitive than they are right now.
I mean, definitely would have thought the Rockets would have been up there. KD is averaging 27, so I kind of was right when in my little conversation with Buop a little while ago about KD still doing KD things. Portland at 3-2, kind of a shocker. Don't think they should really be there. Don't think they stay in there at all. They're definitely going to fall. Top the Spurs too. I think we could see them around 5, 6, 7 towards the middle end of the season. I think that they might fit
Spurs
in. They are balling
because they're doing it without De'Aaron.
Yeah, they are a little shocking to me. How well Wemby looks, as I said on Monday's show. How they're all playing. They got the other is a rookie. Is it the other guy is a rookie? I think that's out there balling with him on the Spurs.
Yeah, the rookie of the year last year, Stephon Castle, he's still balling as well.
There you go, Castle. Yeah, there you go, Stephon Castle. There you go. So yeah, that's a shocker to me. I would like to see how far they push it, how far they can go. With the Spurs, definitely liking Wemby's game and how he adjusted in his second year. Can't say the same for Brownie. Nuggets are gonna be the Nuggets. I see them definitely up there. Golden State, they can end up in the play-in to me. Mulich already knows this. Sorry, Moon. Maybe out of it, just depending. They do have a decent squad. Kuminga is balling. Like we do need Kuminga to ball. He got to show him that he's worth his money so he can get a bigger contract when his contract is up. Portland, like I said, they're going down. Lakers, we'll see what happens when LeBron come back, because I know Luka missed the game too. So we'll see how that rounds itself out. But I could definitely see them around 6, 7, 8, 9-ish. Just depending on how vital LeBron is to the team and what he gives them. Memphis, I think they'll crawl up. Jazz, we'll see what they shape out to be. Clippers disappointed them a little bit too, like the Rockets. Thought they would have came out with a better record than 2-2. Do think they'll finish somewhere in between 7 and 10. Maybe a little higher, depending on how they play. Mulish to finish it out is Minnesota, Mavericks, Suns, Kings, Pelicans. Anybody down there disappointed?
Minnesota for one. But like I said, I see them climbing up a little later, especially going into All-Star break. The Mavs, but I know you're missing Kyrie right now, so I'm not going to put too much into that. I know a lot of people are questioning Klay Thompson and his play, but if you know Klay, he always starts off really slow in the beginning of the season. He picks it up mid-season, and then for playoffs, he should be in perfect Klay Thompson form. You still got the rookie over there who's looking really good, Anthony Davis, PJ Washington. They all look really solid. So once they start to really get healthy and get all gelled and stuff like that, I see the Mavs crawling up and creeping up as well, possibly finishing at a high-end play-in team, low-end out of play-in team, possibly, but 6 or 7 seed, just depending on how the West kind of shapes out with injuries and etc. But yeah, no, I think as far as the Pelicans go, I know, we'll see how the combination of Jordan Poole and Zion Williamson go for this season. Hopefully they find, whatever they're looking for, and hopefully that team can start to build around those two players and become successful in their own right. But yeah, no, I think Minnesota and the Mavs definitely disappointing right now, but just looking at the outlook, Anthony Edwards hasn't been playing. Obviously, you're missing Kyrie on the Mavs side. So we'll see how those teams kind of shape up when they start to get healthy, start to get gelled, and everything like that.
So I'm currently looking at the Suns because they got Devin Booker over there, and I think for me, as I said before, I think this is really going to prove again with Devin Booker and how good he really is and how he can carry his team. But the little surprising to me, I want to point out, Dylan Brooks is averaging 19.3 points for the Suns. I didn't expect that, and Grayson Allen is averaging 16.8. So. Got kind of a good duo right there. You got Marcus Williams with 13.3 and Royce O'Neal with 13. So I would like to see where the Suns end up after getting rid of KD and Bill and giving the team back over to Devin Booker, as they had once did before they got KD and Bill. We'll see what Booker can do. Expect the Mavs to be a little bit better, especially when they get Kyrie back and Klay start playing like he's not dating. A big booty black chick. Kings, I don't know where the Kings to me sit. Pelicans, I don't think should be 0-4. I would say that. I want to see the games because I think they got blown out one game. No,
the Pelicans.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. 122 to 88 by the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
And
yep.
They lost 122 to 90 to Boston. Definitely expect them to play a little better, but I mean, we've been hoping the fucking Pelicans pull it around for years now.
True.
Timberwolves, don't expect them to be that low. They'll definitely climb their way back up because we know Portland's going to drop, so Timberwolves will fit right back in that top 10 mix. Still don't like that we're talking about top 10 teams and not top 8 teams. Would like to go back to a format of the top 10 teams. That's right. That's right. You gotta tell. That's how the feds get you. You next.
Man, look.
We're about to have a mugshot next to Terry Rozier. But yeah, Chauncey Billups, Spurs is really shocking to me. I want to see how far they go. Definitely want to see.
It's going to be interesting when they get De'Aaron back. I think that team only gets better, but we'll see because, like I said, they're already balling. They're a young team, and then when you get that kind of point guard back in De'Aaron Fox, you never know, right? So,
what?
And then on top of that, this is the first true year without Pop.
That is true. That is true, Moon. That is true.
Undefeated young team, first true year without Greg Popovich. You're gonna get De'Aaron back sometime in the next few
That is
weeks.
true. Yeah, right.
This is gonna be an interesting
He
season.
did fumble that. He did fumble that. That is true. I didn't think about that. So I don't know, but the culture there is still a culture. I mean, the guy that's going to put in Pop's place now is still going to be the mindset of how San Antonio runs their team. It's just like with the Heat, right? Whoever leaves that team, like when Eric Spoelstra leaves, whoever they replace is going to understand that this is how we do things here. You feel me?
That's fair.
I was just listening to an NBA player earlier. I think it was Carmelo. I think he said that he was on the team and the guy still had them doing, or Jeff T, one of them, they were still had them doing conditioning, and he told 3 of them to sit down. It's like, he cursed them out. It's like, why you still got us doing conditioning? He said, because I'm from the old school. This is what we do. Like, some teams are like that. Some coaches are like that. So it just depends about the fit and how you go in. So Pop, when you're relieving Pop, you want to put a guy in that kind of understands that same sentiment. So I think that's why it's kind of working out from. Plus, having a younger, voice in it that might speak in a different way and handle situations a different way might go more towards the players too. It could be more player friendly than Pop was. Not saying Pop wasn't player friendly, but we know Pop was hard, and if you didn't follow the rules, you're up out of there.
True.
Real quick, we got some Slater games, and then we're gonna end here tomorrow. We got Hawks versus Pacers. Who you got, Moo?
Hawks.
I'm gonna give the Pacers their first win. Celtics versus Sixers.
Celtics.
Oh, I'm inclined to go Sixers here, even though Boston's my team. Raptors versus Cavs.
Cavs.
I'm gonna join you with the Cavs. Knicks versus Bulls.
Chicago.
Bulls. I'm going Bulls there. Don't let us down. Lakers versus Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
I'm gonna take the Lakers.
I don't think Lakers get elected twice.
I'm gonna take the Lakers here. Jazz versus the Suns.
Give me Phoenix.
Give me the Jazz. Nuggets versus Trailblazers.
Nuggets.
Pelicans versus Clippers to finish the night out.
Give me the Pels.
I'm gonna go Clips. We're gonna clip some shit up. All right, close us out, Moo.
Hey man, hopefully I don't lag or anything like that, but y'all know what it is. Another great show. Look forward to new show, new slot on Thursdays. We're not just gonna be talking. I know it is gonna be the show, or we're kind of experimenting with the name right now, but Basket OT. We are gonna start to incorporate other kind of sports and topics on here, just not too much. It is gonna be more of a rendition of basketball, just in case you missed the basketball show on Monday. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursdays. Like we said, Fridays, Inside the Huddle. Me and Mel talking that ish. Hopefully you see one of our other guys pop up on the screen. We are going to be trying to do some things on Saturdays. Just us, the guys, talking that ish. Going around, nice little round table, you know what I'm saying? Nice little cool, little chill nice. Make sure you guys pop up on Saturdays for that. And then doubling back on Tuesdays. New slot, new time, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Western Standard Time, fucking 4 Central Standard Time. You already know what it is. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting, and keep going up. I'm